Doctora María de Jesús García Martínez, soy médico
Hi,
pediatra.
my name is Dr. Maria de Jesús Garcia Martinez. I am a pediatrician and a medical simulation instructor. I work at the Simulation Center at the Noreste University in Mexico, and I'm also in charge of coordinating the technology in the Simulation Center. At the moment, we have just finished evaluating our medical interns, and we are currently doing a critical thinking evaluation using the interactive virtual patient. We ask the students to film themselves solving various clinical scenarios, which we evaluate with digital checklists. Previously, it was much more complicated for us to analyze all the data that these evaluations provided us with. But now, using Codimg, we can personalize and adapt the contents to different scenarios and degrees. Analysis of this data allows us to determine what activities, strategies, and, above all, educational resources could be adapted to each of our students. So, using big data in our training has allowed us to see the strengths and weaknesses of each student and, above all, see the areas of opportunity where we can modify our academic programs and improve the quality of our medical professionals. Codimg has, without a doubt, made our lives easier. The evaluation process is now much faster because we can do direct observations and collect data at the same time. It also gives us objective proof to present to the student about areas where they can improve their practice. In addition, it provides us with data about the areas that we need to improve in terms of preparing new doctors for the workplace. Before we had Codimg, we had to watch the videos using a paper-based checklist, looking for what they did well and what they did wrong while taking notes. We'd then write this out in a report and send it to the student. Now, I can do everything at the same time. It allows me, as a teacher, to be able to evaluate each of my students in a much better way. It's quicker, easier, and saves a lot of time. This new system with Codimg is also much more interactive too. The student can see the areas where they need to improve, and this makes life easier for me as a teacher. It gives me objective proof to show a student what they did wrong and why they failed, for example. There are less disagreements about evaluations. Coding allows us to assess critical thinking and decision-making, crucial skills for a doctor. This is what they will be doing in their professional lives, making decisions about diagnoses that are going to affect patients. So, Codimg helps us to see how a student will do when faced with real situations. We evaluate critical thinking using an online platform, but we also want to evaluate the mentality of our students and what they need for solving various scenarios. The platform helps us to score this critical thinking, but the video helps evaluate how they reached their decisions, why they chose certain medications or certain interventions over others. Overall, we can evaluate students in a much more comprehensive manner, not just the evaluation given to us by the online platform. As doctors working in healthcare, each will develop their own criteria and their own way of evaluating the patient. So, we can analyze the videos and determine not only their knowledge in terms of theory, but much more besides.